Gentleman is recognized.
Well, I really want to agree with Chairman Rogers. This is a very strong bipartisan bill, and it reflects the process that we go through every year in passing the National Defense Authorizing Act. We had a great markup in committee. It, too, was a bipartisan process. We considered, gosh, at least 1,000 different amendments and ideas that were brought to us by members from across the committee. We had very good debates on those amendments, and we came out with what I think is an excellent bipartisan product. I really want to thank Chairman Rogers in his first year as chairman. He's done an outstanding job of being inclusive of all of us in producing a great bill. I also want to thank the staff. Members sort of throw the ideas out there. The staff is the ones that have to sort through them, turn them into amendments, negotiate to try to get it done. And we are blessed with an outstanding staff on the Armed Services Committee. Very much appreciate their support. Just want to start by really emphasizing one of the last points that Chairman Rogers made on accountability and efficiency within the military. The Department of Defense is a very large bureaucracy. We will never completely eliminate any wasteful decision, but we are absolutely focused on doing the best we can. This bill reflects that, to try to make sure that we are getting our money's worth for the systems and programs that we are funding. I think the chairman's done a great job of leading on that. We are working towards getting a full audit of the Pentagon. We are auditing piece by piece and empowering the Inspector General to make sure that we do a better job of spending the taxpayers' dollars. Overall, the NDAA weaves three basic things into it. Number one, and most importantly, is support for the men and women who serve in our military and their families. Without this bill, crucial programs will be lost that provide that support. We offer bonuses and other incentive pay. We increase the basic housing allowance. There are all kinds of issues that go towards the basic necessities that the men and women in the military and their families need that support them. That doesn't happen without this legislation. We have mentioned, and I will mention again, the importance of recruitment and retention. That is one of the biggest issues. Are we supporting the service members and their family? This bill is the opportunity that we as members of Congress have to make sure that we are doing that as a body. The second big issue is modernizing the military. The chairman mentioned this as well. In the modern battlefield, technology, new innovations are crucial. It is changing constantly and needs to be updated. The Pentagon historically has not been great at fielding new technologies quickly. We put a variety of different provisions in there to help incentivize that and move them towards doing that. The modern battlefield is about information systems, missiles, missile defense, drone, and counter-drone. We need to have the best in all of that. We need to innovate. This bill helps get us there. Lastly, the bill recognizes the threat environment that we face. They recognize the threat from China, the threat from Russia, and others to make sure that we have adequate deterrence. We continue the Indo-Pacific Defense Initiative to help offer that deterrence to China, and crucially, we continue to support Ukraine. And I just want to emphasize that last point. You cannot be legitimately concerned about the threat that China poses and not be willing to support Ukraine. If Putin and Russia are able to do what they want to do in Ukraine, that gives a green light to President Xi and China to do the same thing elsewhere. Russia must be defeated in Ukraine. A sovereign, democratic Ukraine must survive for our vision, our country's vision of what national security should be for the globe. You can't do one without the other, and I hope we will do both. So I think this is a very strong bill. Now, I support the bill as it's currently before us. The amendments that are in front of us are going to be debated one way or the other. I think I will still support the bill after that. As we all know, that's not the end of the story here. There is a second rule allegedly coming. I sincerely hope that the majority prioritizes getting this bill done over the certain views of a small number of extreme members. We got a good bill. Let's pass it. Let's not mess it up. I urge support for this piece of legislation, and with that, I reserve the balance of my time.